Hey guys, Lawson Barker with Red River Retrievers. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to show you how to use bird wings to instill prey drive in your dog, and also how to introduce a dog to a crate. Okay guys, so I've got Mesa here this morning. She's just a little over 8 weeks old, and we're going to use this bird wing to really get her excited and to associate, duck scent with retrieving at this young age. I like to use some sort of pole. Right here is just a piece of PEX pipe. So literally all I'm going to do is just get her as excited as I can bouncing this wing, and then we're going to let her get it. And when she does, you're just going to praise the dog. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. You're not going to take it away from her immediately. You want her to be comfortable with this, and ultimately you want the dog to be successful. I would keep these workouts at like 3 to 5 minutes. You want everything to be a lot of fun, really fast pace, and get that dog's desire extremely high. And when it's extremely high and they were wanting to go, that's when I'll quit. I'll put them up, then I'll bring them out a few hours later and I'll start it again. So that dog's sitting in the crate thinking about all the fun that they just had, and once you get them out, they're rip-roaring ready to go. Alright guys, so I'll actually go ahead and start working on getting the dog to be seated once they get her retrieved. I'm not going to tell her to sit or anything, but once she grabs this bird wing, I'm going to physically put her in the sitting position, and I'm just going to praise her. So again, I'm just building that desire. I'm flopping this wing around. She's really wanting it. We're going to let her get it, and when she does, I'm just going to put her in a sit position and just really start praising her for it. Now, I won't do this every single time because I want her to run around with it, and have a lot of fun, but I am going to start working on getting this dog in the seated position. So another tip why I started doing this indoors is strictly because it restricts the dog from having so much mobility. If you're outside in a wide open pasture, there's a lot more distractions that might could happen, and just solely on the fact the dog has so much more room to run. So what I was doing, I was using the bird wing to introduce this puppy to an obstacle, which was the stairs. There's tons of obstacles that you got to socialize puppies to, and stairs is one of those that they're going to see, maybe daily. So all I did was take that bird wing and run her up and down those stairs, show her that the stairs were okay, it wasn't anything to be afraid of, and introduced her with that bird wing. Made her really excited to go and battle that obstacle. Alright guys, so I'm going to use this bird wing and introduce Mesa to this crate. It's a fun, easy way to introduce a dog to a crate, to make them willing to go in versus having to shove them in the crate every time you want them to go in. So you notice when she went in the kennel, I gave her the bird wing as her reward, right? So that's what we want to show her, is when she goes in the crate, she gets that bird wing for her reward. And of course, plenty of verbal and physical praise as well. Another tip on getting your dog in the crate that I like to do, I like to feed and water the dog in the crate every time for feeding. That just kind of creates a good homey feeling to the crate and makes them feel comfortable in there. So guys, why this is important, it's strictly because if you've got a dog that has never seen a bird wing, has never had any sort of retrieving desire built into the dog, and you bring them to a trainer at 6 months old or a year old, and we got to start doing that from square one, then it really sets us and the dog back for progression. So this is why we start instilling that prey drive. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it was informative. Maybe you learned something. Stay tuned and subscribe to our channel. Coming up, we're going to introduce Mesa to working outside versus indoors. We're going to introduce her to pigeons, and then soon it'll be live mallards. After that, we'll start working on water and a lot of other things to come.